Imagine the famous opening scene of Jaws. The music builds, dun dun, dun dun. The camera pans through the water, and instead of a shark fin, a massive reptilian tail slashes the surface. Out bursts a creature that looks like a crocodile fused with a shark, an apex predator with jaws powerful enough to make Spielberg cancel filming. Suddenly, Jaws is no longer about sharks at all. It's about something far scarier, the shark croc. While that sounds like Hollywood science fiction, the truth is that something eerily similar once roamed Earth's oceans. Over 150 million years ago, during the Jurassic period, a group of crocodile relatives called Thalattosuchians evolved into terrifying marine predators. They were not quite sharks and not quite crocodiles, but a bizarre, overpowered blend of both. For millions of years, these creatures dominated the seas, filling the role of apex predators in ways that even sharks might envy. If Jaws had featured one of these monsters instead of a great white, the movie would have lasted about 2 minutes, ending with, "and everyone died." Crocodiles already scare us enough? Modern crocodiles are living nightmares. With their built-in armor, crushing bites, and permanent sinister smirks, they look like tanks that somehow learned to swim. Saltwater crocodiles, in particular, are infamous for their aggression. They can grow over 20 feet long and are often ranked among the most dangerous animals alive today. Encountering one in the wild is the stuff of survival horror. And yet, as frightening as today's crocodiles are, the prehistoric ocean had something even worse. Imagine taking that aggressive, armored reptile and giving it a hydrodynamic body, flippers, and a tail like a shark's. Then take away the armor so it can move even faster. The result is the shark croc, a reptile that didn't just live near the water, it owned the water. Meet the shark crocs. Thalattosuchians, or shark crocs, were crocodile relatives that abandoned land life to become ocean specialists. Their fossils show an incredible evolutionary experiment: reptiles that looked like crocs but swam like sharks. Think of it this way: crocodiles are the grumpy uncles of the reptile world. Sharks are the silent assassins of the ocean. Shark crocs? They were the uncles who stole the assassin's job and did it better. Two families, two paths. This group split into two main families. Plesiosaurids were the more conservative branch. They looked like oversized crocs with minor ocean upgrades. Their bodies were still armored, and while they could handle marine life, they weren't fully adapted to it. Think of them as crocodiles dabbling in ocean real estate but never quite selling their swamp homes. One standout member was Machimosaurus, a behemoth reaching 30 feet in length and weighing over 3 tons. Its jaws were designed to crush turtles, but evidence suggests it also bit into sauropod dinosaurs. Imagine being one of the largest land animals ever to live and still not safe at the beach. The other branch, Metriorhynchids, went all in. They abandoned armor, developed flippers, grew shark-like tails, and possibly even gave live birth at sea. These were true marine predators, so specialized that scientists believed they could not return to land. They were crocodiles that had fully committed to ocean life, becoming sleek, fast, and deadly. Like sharks today, shark crocs came in different sizes and dietary preferences. Small species were around 5 feet long, with slender snouts designed for catching fish. These were the sushi lovers of the Jurassic seas. Medium species stretched 10 feet or more. Some could bite into giant fish, including species as big as modern sperm whales. Imagine a crocodile munching on something the size of a city bus. Large species became full-blown apex predators. These were the true nightmares of the ocean, with teeth shaped like steak knives and jaws powerful enough to rival dinosaurs. Among the apex predators, one name stands out: Dacosaurus. At 16 feet long, with serrated teeth more like a dinosaur's than a crocodile's, Dacosaurus was built for violence. It didn't just eat fish. It hunted plesiosaurs, sharks, and perhaps even other shark crocs. Paleontologists once mistook its teeth for those of a meat-eating dinosaur, which tells you everything you need to know about its destructive power. And Dacosaurus wasn't alone. Geosaurus had blade-like teeth designed to slice through flesh. Torvanustas blurred the line between fish-eater and big-game hunter, with a slender snout, but a body built for power. Plesiosaurs towered over them all at 26 feet long. Imagine an orca-sized crocodile with smooth skin, fins, and a tail fluke. That was Plesiosaurus, an apex predator that targeted other marine reptiles, including ones considered untouchable. These predators didn't just dominate their environments, they reshaped them. They were the Jurassic Ocean's version of wolves, lions, and killer whales rolled into one terrifying package. Jurassic Oceans, a death buffet. To appreciate just how terrifying this was, picture swimming in the Jurassic seas. Today, your biggest beach worry might be a jellyfish sting. Back then, you'd be surrounded by plesiosaurs, ichthyosaurs, massive sharks, and entire packs of shark crocs patrolling the open water. It wasn't an ecosystem. It was a buffet line of predators, and you were the main course. Extinction of the shark crocs. With such incredible adaptations, how did shark crocs vanish? Around 136 million years ago, during the early Cretaceous, they disappeared. Scientists aren't certain why, but several theories compete for the answer. Climate shifts lowered sea levels and stressed marine ecosystems. Fish diversified rapidly, evolving in ways that may have outpaced the shark croc's hunting strategies. And then, their greatest rivals arrived, the mosasaurs, enormous marine reptiles that looked disturbingly similar to shark crocs, but grew even larger. Mosasaurs eventually took over the oceans, and the shark crocs faded into extinction. As frightening as they were, shark crocs remind us of a broader truth. Earth has always been home to creatures that defy imagination. Crocodiles that swam like sharks, sharks that evolved into giants, dinosaurs that walked on land and flew in the skies. And yet, through all of this, humans eventually emerged as the species that thrived. Not because we were bigger, faster, or stronger, certainly not because we had sharper teeth, but because we were clever, resourceful, and capable of teamwork. In other words, humanity survived in a world of shark crocs, not by outbiting them, but by outthinking them. That's both comforting and terrifying. Comforting because it shows the power of intelligence. Terrifying because it means the scariest predator of all might not have been shark crocs, T-Rex, or saber-tooths. It was, and still is, us. If Jaws had been about a shark croc instead of a great white shark, it wouldn't have been a suspenseful thriller. It would have been a short horror film where everyone gets eaten immediately. But thankfully, shark crocs are long gone, their bones locked in stone, and their reign of terror ended millions of years ago. Still, their story is a reminder of how strange and dangerous Earth's past truly was. Our planet has been home to monsters far scarier than anything Hollywood could invent, and yet somehow humanity survived it all. Perhaps the real plot twist is that in the grand history of terrifying predators, we ended up being the deadliest of them all.